have to get their C1 CEFR as professional standards, and high school teachers in Yalai are now no exceptions. And this study aims to review high school language teachers' perception of their language proficiency improvement activities after they returning from language proficiency training workshops held by the Ministry of Education and Training. It is a descriptive and explanatory case study into post-training workshops of language proficiency of high school language teachers in Yalai province. And the findings of the study have pointed out two main points. The first is language teachers felt that their level of language proficiency well improved thanks to the benefits of attending the training workshops. And the second main point is the language teachers acknowledge the struggles to maintain and improve their achieved level of proficiency due to the geographical and motivational traits. And it can be concluded that the research findings is encouraging that high school language teachers in Yalai province were fully aware of their professional responsibility in mastering and actualizing their language proficiency. I'm so sorry that the place I am sitting here is so noisy, but I can't move to another one. So I will focus mainly on the main point findings. Here, language use in the language classroom is widely viewed as both the means and the objective of instruction. And proficiency level is therefore considered one of the most important competencies of a language teacher. And according to Chambliss, a teacher must be able to speak the language in order to teach it. And without language proficiency, the English language teacher is more dependent on teaching materials and least capable of engaging in spontaneous, meaningful communication with learners. And there are many more research that found it is important for language teachers, proficiency for language teachers. Concerning its appropriate time of level is a complicated matter. And due to the complications in defining language proficiency itself, and considering the various contexts, culture, tasks, and contents in teaching and learning. Teacher language proficiency is the best described as mainly elusive. And in one recent research sent in 2017 reports that teachers' general language proficiency plays a significant role in the classroom, but not only to a certain level. Once a certain threshold is met, other factors such as teacher pedagogical skill and personality play a more important role. I would like to focus some more on the teacher's level of proficiency, which determines the extent to which they use the target language in the classroom. And a high level of proficiency widens their choice of methodology. And the perceived level of proficiency in the target language can increase or reduce the level of confidence a teacher feels about their teaching ability, professionalism, and expertise. Not only does a teacher proficiency impact his or her ability to use the target language in the classroom, but it also influences how confident he or she is being able to conduct the class effectively. So in Yalai province, most of the teachers, high school language teacher, had got their CEFR C1 level. And during it started in 2012 and 2013. There was only about nearly 7% of the language teachers got their CEFR. However, during the time in 2014, 2015, until now, until the time I got the data was in 2017, there are more than 77% of the teacher got CEFR who attended the training workshop held by the Ministry of Education and Training. To conduct the study, we use a mixed method sequential explanatory research design. The main tools were questionnaire and reflective report. And then after the reflective report, we use some interviews. In the questionnaire, we use some Likert questions. And in the reflective report, we explore participant perceptions of language proficiency improvement activities and their perceived changes after they returning from the training workshop. And after collecting the data from the reflective report, we invited some teachers to an interview. And during the interview, we asked them some questions to explore their perceived changes to confirm their answer in the reflective report and in the questionnaire. And then also in the interview, we investigate some factors influential to their implementing activities to maintain their achieved level language of proficiency. And there were 20 high school language teachers in Yalai province who are teaching at high school in the city and in the districts. All of them had experienced similar training courses organized by the National Foreign Language Project 2020. After collecting and analyzing the data, we found that language teachers felt that their level of language proficiency well improved thanks to the benefits of attending the training workshop. And most of the changes were reflected as they improved at least one level of proficiency after the training, and they reported they became more confident and frequent in using English in classrooms. The improvements were reported as they exploiting the target language resources during their teaching practice. They felt that they became more confident in providing a lot of appropriate models in their teaching. And also, they provided a lot of corrective feedback during the lesson. They also use the target language to manage class and providing meaningful explanation For example, where they reported that before attending the training workshop, whenever their students felt difficult in understanding some grammar points, they just use Vietnamese. It means the mother tongue to explain. But now, after returning from the training workshop, they try to use English to teach English and to explain some difficult points in the grammar, or they can give them some simple example or situation in English to explain the grammar points. And it means that they can provide a lot of rich input during the class time. They use more English to encourage students to give feedback, also to appropriate models in English. And that was the most important points the teacher reported, that they felt improvement after attending or after returning from the training workshops. The second main point is that most of the language teachers admitted that they have a lot of difficulties or struggles to maintain and improve their achieved level of proficiency. Most of the reasons for their difficulties in maintaining the achieved level of proficiencies was that the level of proficiency of their students were low, and most of their students most of their students are ethnic minority students, and they live in a remote area of the province, and their level in the class are mixed and low. Another main point, they reported that the opportunities to enhance their proficiency depended on their students' language levels and their lack of teaching resource. And they have few opportunities to attend the training workshop after returning the language proficiency workshop. And in conclusion, the findings suggest that the training workshop helped high school teachers in Yalai improve their language proficiency. They became more confident in their teaching practice, and the teachers would specifically benefit from language training that emphasize English for teaching. And that is the end of my presentation. And I'm very happy to have some, if you have any questions for us.
Yeah, we would like to share our thanks to your presentation, and thank you for your listening participant. And we are very happy to receive all questions from you. Thank you. Hi, Miss Uyên. We have one question from one participant. He said that what school authority in Yalai done to help teacher maintain or improve their language proficiency for phase 2 of the project? For example, from 2017 to 2025.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. It is a very interesting question. I mentioned something in the interview that what the teachers have received from the DOET and the school authorities after they returning from the training workshop. And most of the teachers confirmed that they had a lot of opportunities and benefits from the school leaders and the DOET. That, for example, the DOET and the school leaders gave them chances to learn online and to participate in some training workshop. However, the difficulties they met was the finance support and time. Uh, Although they had time support in the timetable arrangement from school leaders, they met difficulties in receiving the financial support from the DOET and the school leaders.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, do you have any question, participant? If you have any question, please send it to our presenter directly here in chatbot, okay? Thank you, JB. Okay, so if you don't have any question more, I think that your question could be sent to the presenter directly for further discussion later. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.